Initiating bust.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Bus Ladder. And today we're going to be looking at Assassin's Creed, starting with the Ezio Trilogy. Now, before we get into the video, I understand that the trilogy has been remastered. However, I don't own it on console, and it's not currently on PC. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing the original games, not the remasters. Starting with Assassin's Creed 2, the start of Ezio's story. The game is revolutionary for its time. The setting is amazing, and obviously the graphics are limited since it came out in 2009, but it still looks good. The game also does a great job introducing our new protagonist to the series. The game also adds historical figures that we have heard of before and implements them into the Assassin's Creed universe perfectly. And I say figures because every game in the trilogy has some sort of historical figure that we recognize, well, in terms of the name and reason why they were famous. However, the game did have a few bugs that really needed to be addressed. The main one is crashing. I crashed many times during my playthrough of the game, and other times I couldn't even play because of an infinite loading screen. Overall, it was a good introduction to a legendary protagonist and many mechanics that will be used later in Assassin's Creed titles, or in later Assassin's Creed titles. Next up, we have Brotherhood. Oh boy. This is easily the worst game out of all the games in the trilogy. And in my opinion, one of the worst Assassin's Creed games I've played. I'm sure I'll say it. It is. Now, I know that's a pretty hot take, but a big reason for this is solely the fact that I'm on PC. It's very obvious that none of the older Assassin's Creed games had good PC ports. But with Brotherhood, nothing really caught my attention, except for the bugs. The story was very lackluster. The villains were not good, or cool, or menacing at all. You just spend the whole game fighting over a magic apple that can be used as a weapon. And at the end of the game, you don't even get to kill the final boss after defeating him. You just say some stupid shit, take the apple, and then leave. The game did not add any good things to the environment or just things to do while you're not doing your main quests. They did, however, introduce Templar areas or Templar dens. That's what they call them in Revelations. But they're make an appearance in Revelations, obviously. But what it pretty much is you clear these areas of Templars, and then you'll get access to all these shops and stuff there. Another thing is renovating, or another thing I didn't like is renovating, which I feel is just pointless to the game, except for the game just trying to, or giving you a reason to spend the money that you have in the game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the game, to get access to shops, for example, a doctor or a blacksmith, you have to renovate those shops. It's very pointless, and it's just a way for the game to get you to spend your extra money. The game did add new weapons, but it wasn't anything game-breaking or revolutionary. Now, it is time to get into the things that made the game unbearable to play. Now, understand that this is all because I am on PC, and this doesn't happen on consoles. At least, I'm not aware of it. But at almost every mission in the game, a cutscene wouldn't start or a cutscene wouldn't end, meaning you were stuck either having to kill yourself in-game or restart the mission entirely. And the only way to fix the issue was to turn your frames down to something below what you were playing on. For example, I was playing on 165 frames or hertz, and I switched it down to 60 frames, and it fixed the problem. Other bugs are just visual or open world bugs like teleporting away when fighting, or your body breaking in half when making a jump. Overall, the game was poor. Just a copy and paste of Assassin's Creed 2 with a continuing story and even worse bugs. Now, on to the final, and in my opinion, the best game out of the trilogy, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, at first, I had a very terrible experience with this game. First time even loading up the game, it was terrible. The game, I would load in and I couldn't move, and the screen was shaking so much. It felt like I was about to have a fucking seizure just looking at it. But after doing a little research, I was able to fix the game and play it normally. The story is fantastic. They brought Ezio's story to an end beautifully. And then, of course, he's old in the game, but I think that just makes him look 10 times more cool and badass. The game brings in a new setting and a new weapon that's actually cool, the Hook Blade. The Hook Blade is a new type of hidden blade that was gifted to Ezio in the game. And as the name suggests, it's just a hook on a hidden blade. In the game, it allows Ezio to do so much more than what he was able to do in his previous games. He's able to ride zip lines, vault over enemies, climb faster and cleaner. And, of course, you can kill people with it. It was an amazing upgrade in the game, but unfortunately, the Hook Blade has not been in any other Assassin's Creed game after Revelations. And just in terms of bugs, there were not many. Just visual bugs that would give you a laugh. Like here, I was killing invisible guards on accident. Stuff like that. And overall, the game was amazing and fun to play to the very end, and I'm still playing it now. With all that said and done, my final ranking for the Assassin's Creed Ezio Trilogy will be a 4 out of 5 on the bus ladder, with the bugs and Brotherhood really holding the trilogy back from getting a perfect 5 out of 5. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the Bus Ladder, subscribe. I'll be getting back to uploading very soon. See ya.